Disclosure of non-conformance with the IIA's Global Internal Audit Standards is an important responsibility of the internal audit function and a key element of maintaining transparency, accountability, and professional integrity. According to the program, internal auditors must recognize situations in which the internal audit function does not fully conform to applicable standards and understand how such circumstances should be communicated. Non-conformance may arise from resource limitations, methodological deficiencies, independence impairments, inadequate quality assurance processes, or other factors that affect compliance with professional requirements. Appropriate disclosure ensures that senior management and the board are informed about the nature and significance of the issue and can evaluate its potential impact on the effectiveness of internal audit activities. When non-conformance is identified, certain information must be communicated to stakeholders to provide a complete and accurate understanding of the situation. One essential element is a description of the circumstances surrounding the non-conformance. The communication should clearly explain which standard was not met, how the issue was identified, and the factors that contributed to the deviation. Stakeholders need sufficient context to understand the nature and scope of the matter. Providing a detailed explanation helps ensure transparency and prevents misunderstandings regarding the severity of the issue. Clear disclosure of circumstances also demonstrates the internal audit function's commitment to honesty, professionalism, and continuous improvement in its operations and practices. In addition to describing the circumstances, internal audit leaders must communicate the actions taken or planned to address the non-conformance. Corrective actions may include revising methodologies, enhancing quality assurance processes, obtaining additional resources, providing staff training, modifying reporting structures, or implementing stronger oversight mechanisms. The communication should outline the specific steps being taken to resolve the issue and the expected timeline for completion. This information allows senior management and the board to evaluate whether the proposed remediation efforts are adequate. Demonstrating a proactive response reinforces stakeholder confidence and highlights the internal audit function's commitment to restoring full conformance with professional standards as efficiently as possible. Another critical component of disclosure involves explaining the impact of the non-conformance and the rationale for its occurrence. Internal audit leaders should assess whether the issue affects engagement quality, audit conclusions, stakeholder confidence, governance oversight, or the reliability of assurance activities. Stakeholders must understand the extent to which non-conformance may influence the effectiveness of the internal audit function. Additionally, communicating the rationale behind the situation provides valuable insight into underlying causes and contributing factors. This information helps management and the board make informed decisions regarding remediation priorities and resource allocation. Comprehensive disclosure supports transparency while enabling effective oversight and governance responsibilities. The process for communicating non-conformance typically begins with identifying and evaluating the issue through quality assurance activities, supervisory reviews, or assessment processes. Once the significance of the non-conformance has been determined, the Chief Audit Executive, CAE, should prepare a clear and objective communication describing the circumstances, impact, rationale, and corrective actions. This information should first be discussed with appropriate members of senior management to ensure awareness and understanding. Open communication promotes collaboration in addressing the issue and helps facilitate the implementation of remediation efforts. The communication should be supported by sufficient evidence and presented in a manner that is accurate, balanced, and understandable to stakeholders. Following communication with senior management, the CAE has a responsibility to report significant non-conformance matters to the board. The board relies on this information to fulfill its governance and oversight responsibilities and to assess the effectiveness of the internal audit function. Board communication should include the nature of the non-conformance, its potential impact, actions being taken to address the issue, and progress toward achieving full conformance. Ongoing updates may be necessary until corrective actions are completed and effectiveness has been verified. For candidates, understanding appropriate disclosure practices is essential because transparent communication of non-conformance strengthens accountability, supports continuous improvement, and reinforces stakeholder trust in the internal audit function.